Welcome back to the Sim Project, everybody. I've been a couple months, had some other stuff going on, life's been busy, but yeah, see what I got? MetaQuest 3 VR headset. I didn't pick this out to buy it. It is only the 128 gig, if you'll notice that top corner. I actually won it. We were on a cruise last week, and I'll throw a couple little clips up here for that. Yeah, and one of those wasn't the claw game, but it's kind of like the claw game, except it was upright and it was a key game. You had to move an arm and come up and get a key to go in. Well, there was a MetaQuest 3 in there, and I tried it a half dozen times and then realized, hey, I could probably actually beat this. Well, it did take 35 tries. Not that I was continuing trying, but that's what it took. And well, that $2 a try, that's like 75 bucks, but I get a $600 VR headset out of the deal. Yeah, need to say, I was pretty happy, pretty excited. So we're going to open it up. We're going to take a look inside because I actually haven't opened it yet. We got home early this morning, like 6 a.m. We had flight issues out of Florida yesterday, all that good stuff. But yeah, we're going to open it up. We're going to take a look. And I'm going to try and integrate it into the Sim over here behind me. I'm not going VR full-time with the Sim. I still have got in the previous video, you've seen it, I've got the 58-inch display. I want to add 2 more side monitors to give a 270-degree field of view. But what the MetaQuest is going to be for is for flying the helicopters. And that might be near Christmas by the time I get that one done. I'm currently building from 737 DIY Sim. Carl over there, he made a really nice helicopter control system with force feedback servos, the whole 9 yards. It's a phenomenal looking system. I've got the collective almost done. I've started building some of the parts for the cyclic. So I figure, a month or so from now, maybe I'll have that good to go. But I think flying the helicopter in VR, probably going to be pretty exciting. So let's get this opened up and we'll see if we can make it work on the computer. Okay, we'll open this up. Take the outer cover off. In the game, when I actually won it, it was an empty box. They just had more or less that on display with a string pushed through it. But yeah, I had to go wait a couple hours and collect it from the casino. But that's the box. And how's this open from here? Oh, wait, there we go. Nice box. I don't know. It's got some interesting ridges in the box. But there's the unit. A piece of cardboard inside. Pretty hefty unit to it. I've already looked online for these. There's a nice battery pack module, and kind of adds a little more stability to this, but it puts a battery pack on the back, keeps you good and charged, and it also helps correct the balance, because that's got a fair amount of weight. I imagine hanging off the front of your head, you're going to see some neck strain eventually. Looks like we got a couple protective stickers on the lenses inside. No liquid cleaners. Okay, well, just a dry cleaner. I got lots of dry cloth for my glasses and sunglasses, things like that. So we'll pull those off inside. Yeah, got some buttons on it. Nice foam padding. I don't know what all this stuff is, but on the front of it, and this is why actually I've been looking at the MetaQuest 3, it's got pass-through cameras. And if you've ever seen the Warthog project, he built a full A10 Warthog for DCS, and he's using the pass-through camera so he can physically see his cockpit that he's built, but use VR at the same time. It's a pretty cool setup. I'll put a link to it, his channel, how we set that up, and that's kind of what inspired me to do this. That's that. Now, as far as flight simming, I don't believe we're going to need to worry about the controls. Actually, it's a pretty decent weight to them. I take it there must be a battery behind those because there's a pull tab. But yeah, they're really nice feeling. Nice feedback. I think those are just switches. Yeah, the triggers are just switches too. Gonna have to do some reading how to do all that. Lanyards so you don't lose them. I did play with one of these at Christmas last year and smacked the ceiling because at 6'4", you can reach the ceiling pretty good. But yeah, that's that. What else we got on here? I'm assuming there's charge cables and all kinds of other good stuff in this one. Round power block. That's got some nice weight to it. I don't know what the output on it for current would be. Usually these things are only limited to about 2.5 amps. Yeah, I can't read that writing in there. That's pretty tiny. And what do we got? USB USB-C to USB-C charge cable, and an instruction manual. Yeah, don't need to read those though, right? We'll just put it together and try it, see what happens. So yeah, so I guess we'll get this thing plugged in, powered up, and see what happens. Okay, so just a little note on this. This actually took me about 2 hours of messing around to get to this point with several different programs, probably 5 or 6 different YouTube videos. It's not super clear, but yeah, I'll put some links to those in the description down below. Okay, I got the VR headset interfaced. As you can see, the main 60 or 58-inch monitor. It's actually showing the dual view of what I'm seeing in the VR headset right now. Of course, this is, you know, your left eye and your right eye. I can shut that screen off. I just had it up because I've been playing with things. And you'll also notice now the whole cockpit right now is dark. I actually had to disconnect these screens because it was creating a this screen would not go away. Windows would not forget it. I'm not quite sure why. I was just trying to use this one. It didn't like it. Don't know why, but hey, they're all DisplayPort to HDMI, so I don't know why Windows wouldn't forget the big screen. It still thought it was there. It's giving me a lot of problem. So yeah, I've had to disconnect those. I've shut all the MobiFlight stuff down right now because of course I can't see any of these controls right now. And like I said, I'm not going to use VR for flying regular aircraft, just a helicopter, maybe the Icon, stuff like that, which none of this is set up for anyways. The A5 does use some of those things, but yeah. So also, because the headset wasn't charged, I've plugged it into my powered USB port to keep some power going to it. But yeah, that's what it looks like. So I'm going to give it a try, and I'm going to get my daughter to hold the camera while I get this going. Stick around, I'll be right back. Okay. Okay, let's try this again. So, flaps are set. Park. I still have a brake issue in that pedal. This thing is going to veer that way when I try and take off. Yeah, see? Okay, flaps are up, pull that power back a little bit, and where's the gear? Gear's up, they're coming up. And I'm sitting too high and I don't know why. Okay, well, cool. This has been a pretty interesting test so far in VR. I can hang my head right out the window, look at that. I should be careful. Whoa, buildings. Graphics looking terrible too. I'm going to have to tweak the settings a little bit and figure out what's up with that. Because yeah, that brake, I keep seeing that brake. Oh, I think it finally straightened itself out. Okay, well, let's set up to land here at Key West. No, that brake is still messed up. Yeah, it's partially sticking on. It needs to be calibrated or something. Okay, well, we'll land on the water here. And, yeah. So we were just here last week, actually, in real life. Go down over here to Sunset Beach and watch a real cool sunset. I'll have those videos up on my other channel, Adventures on Tour, here in a couple weeks. But it looked a lot nicer than what it does here right now. And I guess me doing that is shaking the stupid controller around. A lot of boats there. We were right here down on this pier, right about where these cruise ships are. There was no cruise ships in that day, but on this pier right behind that apartment building, right where that little cone-shaped thing is actually a tiki hut bar. And we saw it and watched a real cool sunset. Is that, what do we got, Holland America? Yeah, Holland America. But yeah, let's put this down in the water and we'll shut this down and we'll, oh, there's a plane up there, I can see him. I don't know if we, can we go change the outside view on this? Yeah, that's, I got a serious, there's something with this in my hands because I can make everything move here. Can we look, go external here? Oh, there we go, there's the plane. Well, okay, none of that moves in VR when I do that, but I probably still use that and turn on, yeah. Okay, well. So that was VR, guys. A little rough. Clearly a whole lot of tweaking to do. But yeah, we're going to get this figured out. Anyways, hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, well, you know what to do. I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.